the Heir in the tabularium, Rome's ancient archive, hung thick with the ghosts of forgotten ledgers and the sharper, more dangerous scent of ambition. Marcus Antonius, the man history would forever know as Mark Antony, leaned over a map of the Republic. He wasn't acting as a consul, but as a man desperately trying to hold a wolf by the ears. The parchment before him wasn't just a map of provinces. It was a snarling knot of fragile alliances, crippling debts, and bitter blood-soaked feuds. The Ides of March were 2 years past, but the blood of Julius Caesar still seemed to weep from the very stones of Rome. Antony murmured to no one but the dust motes, dancing in a slant of afternoon sun. "They call me a brute, a Dionysus with a general's cloak. Let them." Beside him, his grizzled Lieutenant Quintus shifted his weight. "The report from Mutina is dire, sir," Quintus said, his voice low. "Decimus Brutus holds fast, and the Senate's legions, under their boyar-general Octavian," he spat the name like a curse. "They press from the north. You are encircled." A slow, wolfish smile spread across Antony's face. It was a smile that had charmed Egyptian queens and rallied broken legions. "Encirclement is just a pattern, Quintus," he said softly, "and patterns can be broken." He wasn't a silver-tongued philosopher like Cicero, the man who flooded the Senate with poisonous letters branding him a drunken, lustful tyrant. Nor was he a cold calculator like young Octavian, Caesar's pale politic heir. Antony was something else entirely. He was a creature of raw momentum, a man of grand gestures, of sharing wine with his common soldiers, of thunderous oratory that could make a man feel he wasn't dying for a policy, but for a brother. "We break north," Antony declared, his fist coming down hard on the map, rattling the inkpots. "Not to fight, but to join." Quintus stared, his face a mask of disbelief. "Join? With whom?" Antony's smile turned feral. "With Lepidus, and then with him, with Octavian, the pup who declared you a public enemy." Quintus sputtered. "The one who wages war on you right now. The pup who needs my legions as much as I need his name," Antony replied, rising to his full height. His broad frame cast a lion's shadow on the wall. "Caesar's blood is a stronger wine than Caesar's treasury. Octavian has the name. I have the soldiers. Together we can crush the liberators." Then he shrugged, leaving the word then hanging in the air like a suspended sword. What followed wasn't just a military maneuver, it was an act of brutal political alchemy. On a small river island near Bononia, the three most powerful men in Rome, Antony, Octavian, and the weaker Lepidus, met. For 3 days they didn't bargain for peace. They bargained over the corpses of their enemies. This was the birth of the Second Triumvirate, sealed with the drawing up of the proscription lists. It was a death warrant for hundreds of senators and wealthy equestrians, their property and lives forfeited to fund the new alliance. Antony watched with cold detachment as Octavian traded away the life of his own old tutor in exchange for Antony sacrificing a distant cousin. This was the grim, bloody price of power, to become a monster to save the state, or perhaps just to save yourself. Their combined power was aimed at one target. The men who had murdered Caesar. Victory came at Philippi on the vast plains of Macedonia, and it was Antony's hour of glory. While Octavian, his supposed partner, lay sick in his Tentromid to be hiding from the battle, it was Antony who commanded the field. He moved with a ruthless, inspiring fury, breaking the armies of Brutus and Cassius, finally avenging Caesar's death. But as he stood over the body of Brutus, the last of the great Republicans, Antony felt no triumph, only a vast, empty exhaustion. The Republic was truly dead, and they were the ones who had killed it. After the dust settled, the division of the world seemed logical. Octavian took the troubled West with its political hornet's nest in Rome. Antony took the East, and the East was a world away from the stuffy traditions of the Senate. In Ephesus, Tarsus, and Antioch, Antony wasn't just another general. He was hailed as a divine ruler, the new Dionysus. Here, he could finally shed the stifling Roman toga. He settled the fates of entire kingdoms with a wave of his hand, demanded massive taxes, and raised vast new armies for his great elusive dream, the conquest of Rome's greatest rival, the Parthian Empire. And then, at the river Cydnus in Tarsus, she came. Cleopatra, the seventh, Queen of Egypt, did not arrive as a supplicant begging for favor. She arrived as a vision. Her royal barge was a floating masterpiece with silver oars that beat the water in time to music, and great purple sails perfumed to fill the air for miles around. She herself lay beneath a canopy of spun gold, dressed as the goddess Venus, surrounded by ethereal attendants. The entire town of Tarsus emptied out, rushing to the riverbank to witness the spectacle. Antony, the powerful Roman general who had summoned her, was left sitting utterly alone on his tribunal. He looked at the empty square, then at the vision on the water, and he laughed. It was a great, booming sound of genuine delight. Here, finally, was a queen who understood the theatre of power as well as he did. Their first meeting wasn't a political negotiation. It was a dazzling contest of wits, of luxury, and of breathtaking audacity. She matched him goblet for goblet in wine, jest for jest in conversation, and vision for vision in ambition. Antony quickly realized he had found something far more precious than a political ally or a temporary lover. He had found his peer, a fellow lion who understood that power was not just something to be administered, but something to be enjoyed. In her, Mark Antony found the other half of his soul, setting in motion a chain of events that would not only define the rest of his life, but would also shake the Roman world to its very foundations. Their story was only just beginning. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the life of Mark Antony, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories from the ancient world. See you next time.